What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we're talking about 5 different altcoins today. 4 top-tier coins and 1 mystery coin. Oh, yes. We'll be talking about Solana, Blue Link, and Litecoin, and then Moonbeam at the end of it. Solana for Flower Child, BLZ for Joe KC, Link for Quiet Dawn, Litecoin for Mr. G, and Moonbeam for Muhammad El Mensi. Let's get this started. Here we go. So looking at it right now, man, on Solana, I do think Solana's got lower to go. Yes, I do. I know Flower Child, you probably saw the video on it yesterday, so I'm assuming that you want, actually, I think, yeah, there is a lot more historical data. No, we're going to use Binance, okay. You want to know what I think the highs are for this cycle, and I think that it does have a promising future ahead of it. Solana, back down here, I was curious if it would see new all-time highs this cycle. I wasn't really sure that it would, but with this move that it's seen right now, with the interest, with everything that's going on with it, absolutely I think it will. I think the minimum target's going to be $700 with a potential maximum of about $23.50, somewhere around there. Let's do the math real quick on that. This is not a secret altcoin, any swap. That's don't even waste your time with it, man. Personally, in my opinion, maybe it's worth it if you really want to check it out, but that's not some like secret shill just because it was there. It was the last coin that I reviewed in one of my other videos, so that's why it's there. Maybe it's good, no hate to it, but I'm not putting my money into it personally. But that doesn't mean you can't. You can do whatever you want with your money, because none of this is financial advice, anyways. Without the old same old. $41 billion in market cap valuation. Wow. It's funny, man. I hear all these people talking smack. They hate Doge. They don't hate Doge, but they don't see the potential in it because it has an infinite supply. But those same people have all the support for Solana, and Solana's got an infinite supply. So I don't know, man. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, $41 billion. Let's say 41.3. Okay, from the current price, a 10x would be $431 billion. A 10x would be right here around this 1414. I don't think that it would go up there, personally. I'm not thinking that's going to happen. I personally don't think I don't think a coin, I don't know, I know a little bit about Solana. I don't know, I'm not like up to date with everything, I suppose, but a coin that's been around since 2020, I don't think should be worth, and who cares what I think? It could happen. There are price targets up here, but I don't think it should be worth $500,000,000 in market cap value, or $500 billion, I'm sorry, in market cap value. That does not compute for me. So I do think this 1272 will be your resistance area at about $695. You probably go a little bit above that. I could see you going to $700, and yes, that's ridiculous, but absolutely I think you can. I wonder real quick if I can look at this tokenomics. Yeah, just continues to go, continues to be released. Yes, so through staking, right? So as new coins are pumped into the market, I wonder. This doesn't really tell me too much. There will be a continuous pump of new coins in the market by, let's see, still probably less than 700 million. I don't know. I'm not going to do the math on that, but there are new coins just scheduled to pump regularly. So you might not see that 1272. Your market cap might see that kind of growth, right? But your price might not. But still, that's the target, right around $700 there. So I think that you could go there by the end of the cycle. You're finding resistance at your 786 now, and a lot of people think that Solana is unstoppable, it's unbeatable. And I think a lot of people who wanted to buy it down here are going to get the chance to. Maybe not down here, but at lower prices for sure. Not for sure, but probably, in my opinion. Low to high, that would take you, your 382 would take you all the way down to about $44. And the 618's down here at about 23 to 1876. Like, I don't think you go down there. But absolutely, you could see prices around $30 to $44. Absolutely, you could, and that's really it for Solana. That's all I'm going to say. All I want to say. I think that it is going lower. Yes, it has high potential in market cap valuation and price growth overall in the cycle. I do think that it can see a $700 price by the end of the cycle, but for the time being, probably comes back down, finds support at a previous area of resistance, finds support here at a previous area of resistance, somewhere in between again $30 and $44 is what I'm thinking. And yes, I know it's at $96 now. It's already dropped so much, right? It's already dropped from top to bottom 31%. How can I say that it's going to drop another 50%? Just like this, the 382 is right there at $44. The 0.5 is at $30. It's very common to at least go to your 382 before continuing up, especially on a strong move, which this absolutely is. So I would put more weight on that $44 area, but leave the door open. Don't be discouraged if it does go down to $30. And in fact, I would even say what's very common with stuff like this is to go a little bit below your 382. But with something as high of a market cap like this, something that is so strong right now, you might see a bounce right at it. So I think $40 to $44 is where I would personally feel comfortable making a call. But with the opportunity, absolutely to go to $30. I don't think it goes much lower than that, though. I don't think you'll see a 618 or a 69 retracement. Though if you did, that technically would still be higher lows. So but anyways, that's all I got for Solana. Let's move on to Blue Zell now. Blue Zell on Binance because it has the most data. Blue Zell, yes. I love this coin, man. It's one of the coins that I hold personally. I do think it's going to do well in this cycle. I think it wants to take a break right now, though. Looking at the weekly, you've got kind of a double top here. It did negate this bearish divergence, which is nice, but it probably does pull back a little bit, probably with most cryptos. Though we have seen it go up while Bitcoin's gone down before. I would think with this one, the 382 is absolutely possible, 17 cents, but that would be the low. To me, that would be the low. I don't think it's going to go lower than that. I don't think you'll see a 13-cent price. 17 cents, maybe. 23.3 cents, it could find support there. I don't normally call for a 236, and I know it just coincidentally happens to be the coin that I'm holding. But this thing, you guys, if you've been paying attention to it, it's very, very, very resilient. But to be fair, to give more of a testament to that 382 action, bottom to top here bounced right off the 382. Here, you didn't really actually, sorry. Here you didn't actually even hit the 236 before climbing higher, so you could bounce off that 236 area, though. I wouldn't be surprised if you went below 20 cents, right? A little shakeout, little scare in the market, and to get people to capitulate and sell. Give the strong hands another opportunity to buy lower, which I definitely would have interest. If this thing went below 20 cents, I would get really physical with it. Absolutely, I would. But you're fizzling out right now. You're fizzling out. The RSI is very neutral, but so is the price, so it's not giving us much. But what you do have is a flat base with descending highs. It's not a good look. You're probably going to break down. At least I would think you'd go to about 25 cents, but I very much do think you're going to go below 20 cents. But again, leaving the possibility, I'm going to leave the door open, just like Bruno Mars, for the price to bounce around 23.3 cents. Now, just because I'm saying price is going to drop for any of these coins does not mean I recommend selling. I don't recommend anything, right? I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but I wouldn't sell. I bought this coin around 26 cents, and I don't care if it goes to 16 cents. I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to buy more. And that's the attitude that everybody should have. This should be financial advice, though it's not, because, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but it freaking should be, man. Because if you think that selling your coins that you bought, that you believe in, you've done your research, hopefully, you've done your research, and you believe that they're going to do well for you throughout the cycle. We're in the beginning of the cycle, guys. I don't care how low we go. We haven't even hit the halving yet, okay? The gains, the true gains, you think things have been exciting right now? Wait until after the halving. Wait until later this year, halfway through this year, the end of the year. It's going to be spectacular. But for the time being, if you can't hold through the downside, you might mess it up, man. Who's to say? Maybe you sell it here, and it does go all the way down here. But then it comes back up, and you're like, no, I'll buy down. You know, it'll like have a quick pump, and then you're like, oh, I could buy it lower once it comes back down. But then it never does, and then it's back to where you bought it before. And you're like, oh, I'm just gonna wait for it to pull back a little more and then buy. You're gonna play that emotional game, and you might think in your head, that's not gonna be me. But I'm just telling you, I don't think anybody thinks it's going to be them when they mess things up, man. And I'm saying it's very easy to mess things up in this market. It's very easy to not mess things up if you just buy and hold and buy more. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. But again, do what you want. It's your money. Use it how you want to use it, or lose it how you want to lose it. But I do think hopefully you all make money though. I don't want anybody to lose money, man. I really don't. I want bulls, bears, whatever. I want you all to make money. I want you all to kill it, change your lives, change the lives of others around you for the better. And yeah, that's the main thing I want for everybody. But it's not going to happen. Not everybody can win. It's unfortunate, but that's the statistics behind this, man. I'm getting too philosophical though. 23 cents to 16, 17 cents is probably where you're going. I have a very strong belief that you might see this 382 come into play, but I do have a little hope that you could hold that 236. Nonetheless, lower is where you're going. That's my genuine opinion. Look at that, 618 right down there, man. Yep. 382 though, right there, right near that 236 too. So hard to say. I know it's a big range, but that's what I got. The real reason that I'm like not saying that this is completely impossible to hold is Blue Zell has been very resilient in giving back its gains, man. It just has. But that's Blue Zell. I spent way too much time talking about that. Next, we're going to talk about, what was it? Link. Linky poo poo. Chain link. Yes, we'll look at it on this one. Accumulation phase of a lifetime, man, and it broke out beautifully. I love that, man. I really do love that a lot. It looks great. Looks very good. Consolidating. You probably move lower. You probably go to about $10, I would say. You're at $15.50 right now. Probably down there. You could go all the way back to your 618 at about $8. It is possible. But I'd really focus on that $10 range. That's a very strong move up. It's very common to find support on the 382 on strong moves. And it's also common to go a little bit below it even. You don't have to, just because you go below it doesn't mean you're going all the way down here. But I would say somewhere between about $9.20 to $10.71 is probably where you're going for Link. That one was easy. Down first and then up. Okay, that's my genuine opinion, especially with these bearish looking candles here. Yes, the week has opened up a little bit bullish so far, but I don't think that's going to last, man. You're in a downtrend in your daily RSI. Let's see how today closes. If you can get a day to close above here, Link has in its past, in its very early days, gone against most cryptos. When most cryptos are going down, it was doing bullish things. It could do it again. It absolutely could. But until you're above $16.9, I'm under the impression, on a daily closing basis, I'm under the impression you're going lower. That's my genuine opinion. Yeah, so that's Link. Let's move on from there. If you notice my tone's changed, that's because I just heard my daughter crying, and I don't want to wake her up with my loud voice. She's not even 2 years old, so she needs attendance whenever she cries. Low to high here, 382, 618, nice. Making it easy for me, Litecoin. That's a joke. Kind of isn't, because with this, I would assume you go lower. I think $50 is possible for Litecoin, but also with this, you might not. You might hold that $60 area as you have been. You might go a little bit below it and then still hold this low. You might go just below that low and hold the 6.9, but I'd say anywhere from about $50 to $60 is probably where you're going to go. I doubt that you break up and tear away from the rest of the pack, though. I have to be honest, Litecoin is holding up a lot nicer than a lot of cryptos are for this Bitcoin dump. But if you look at the daily RSI, I think it says it all there. You're in a downtrend for sure, absolutely. You just rejected it. Every time you've done that before, you've seen, this is what happened the last time, went down. This is what happened the last time, went down. We're just starting it now, so I do think you have lower to go. I have hopes that you can hold that $60 area, but if not, maybe you go to $50, $55, somewhere in there, but lower nonetheless. Here you are at 71 now. I wouldn't be buying here personally. That's just my personal opinion. And I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. It's inevitable. Accept that inevitability. All of you, you will be wrong. It's inevitable. Nobody not even the best traders in the world are right 100%. Not even 90, 70, 60, maybe 60% of the time. But like, and maybe some of them are 70% of the time. But man, that's like it's very unlikely that you have that kind of record. Anybody who says they're right 90% of the time, I bet they don't have their videos posted. I bet they take them down, man. Or if they do have their videos posted, go through them, go through the past, and you can prove it for yourself that they're full of crap, because nobody's right all the time. You're gonna be wrong. It's inevitable. So again, back to the point, I do think it's going lower, but I can be wrong. Absolutely. I accept that as a fact. Litecoin, though, I think it's going to $50 to $60. That's my genuine opinion. Now we're going to be talking about Beam, right? Isn't it Beam? What is it? Let's see here. It's Glimmer. Ah, it's Glimmer. Glimmer, weekly. Yeah, Kraken's fine. But Binance is better. Nice uptrend. Nice uptrend there, Mohamed El Mensi. Probably like that, huh? Pulling back a little bit. Holding this support line, though. I don't mind the RSI. It doesn't look as good as it could, but it looks better than it does bad as of now. It's not a friendly week that you just had. Low to high here. Holding that 382 though. Rejected the 236 to a T. This kind of look to me would imply that you go to your 61869. You're at 40 cents, 41 cents ish. You probably go to 24.7 to 27.3 cents. That's my genuine opinion. Downtrend in the RSI. You broke out. Here's the turmoil. You broke out of this uptrend. Absolutely, you did. You haven't seen the oversold zone yet. I bet you're going lower. I very confidently would say 24.7 to 27.3 cents is your next stop. And then from there, probably higher, man. Probably. But again, I can be wrong. But 61869 for you, Mr. Moonbeam, I think you're going lower. Let's put lines there real quick. Come on now. There we go. Somewhere around there. And then click that. Previous areas of resistance, closing support, opening ICO price. Nothing really, not really a whole lot of respect other than the fibs being there. Just below the green line, yeah. 27 cents to 23.7 cents, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So if you like the video, hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. They all look like they want to go down. The one that I have the most hopes for not going down in the immediate term would be Litecoin, probably. Link has the potential too. It definitely does. If there was a winner out of all of them, I mean, they all are kind of winners, man. I think they're all going to be winners at the end of the market, but I don't know if there is. It might be between Chainlink and Litecoin because they are holding up so well during this drop. Blue Zell's been holding up well too, but I think it's going to dump harder than probably any of these that we've talked about. So I don't know if it deserves to be the winner, but it'd be between Chainlink and Litecoin if I really had to say so. Yeah. So anyways, that's it. Hit that like button, subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.